They called her Valari, born of the Thryn dominion, a species as cold as the void they ruled. Her world was crafted in logic, obedience, and a ruthlessness that had led the Thryn to conquer 6 galaxies without mercy. Emotions were forbidden. Compassion was weakness. But Valari had committed the greatest sin of all. She showed mercy to a dying enemy. For this, she was exiled. Stripped of her title, her weapons, and her neural link crown, she was sealed inside a containment pod and sent hurling through space. Her destination was a primitive blue planet in an ignored system Earth, a place the Thryn considered too backward to even colonize. Her punishment was not death. It was to live among humans. The pod crash landed in the dense forests of northern Canada. Trees splintered. Birds scattered. Snow hissed against the glowing wreckage. Valari stumbled from the capsule, bleeding, her skin usually a deep sapphire pale from the atmospheric burn. She collapsed beside a frozen stream, barely conscious, her mind replaying the tribunal's verdict. Let her rot among the primitives. Caleb Anders was used to solitude. After leaving the military, he chose peace over war, mountains over cities. His cabin was half a mile from the nearest road, nestled between pine and silence. The last thing he expected was a meteor crash. The second last was finding a half-dead alien in the snow. He almost mistook her for human at first glance, until he saw the faint bioluminescent veins glowing under her skin and the way her eyes shimmered like twin nebulae. Despite every instinct telling him to run, he picked her up. Her body was freezing cold, like metal left out in January, but her breathing shallow, weak, and strangely rhythmic. He carried her back to the cabin. When Valari awoke, she expected interrogation, pain, maybe a scalpel or cage. Instead, she found herself wrapped in warmth. Blankets, fire, food. Her neural pathways struggled to process it. Kindness? Caleb sat across the room, watching her without fear. His dog Baxter lay curled by the fire, tail thumping at her movement. "You speak English?" he asked. Valari's voice was hoarse. Thryn do not degrade themselves by using primitive tongues. Caleb raised an eyebrow. "Guess that's a no." She observed him. Strong, scarred hands, alert eyes. A soldier once, perhaps. But now calm, balanced. "You helped me," she finally said. "You needed it," he replied simply, as if it were obvious. No logic, no gain, just help. Days passed. Valari's body healed rapidly, thanks to her alien physiology. But her mind wrestled with confusion. Caleb asked nothing of her. Fed her. Talked to her about human things, books, snow, music. He told her jokes. Even laughed when she didn't understand them. In her world, laughter was banned. Emotion was inefficient. And yet, one night, as a storm howled outside, she stared at the fire and whispered, "Why do humans help others without benefit?" Caleb looked up. "Because it's the right thing to do, even if it weakens your position." He smiled. "Maybe. But it makes us stronger in other ways." "You wouldn't get it, not yet." She wanted to argue, but couldn't. Weeks passed. Valari began to understand more than just language. She watched how Caleb treated nature, how he respected life. He taught her how to fish, how to fix broken tools, how to tell stories. She told him of the stars, of wars between nebulae and empires of fire. He listened without judgment. One morning, while helping him chop wood, a question slipped from her lips. "Are all humans like you?" He laughed. "No, but we try." She felt something shift inside her. A warmth the Thryn had tried to breed out of her. Something terrifying. Something beautiful. But peace never lasts. A Thryn scout ship descended through the clouds, its cloaking field faltering as it landed a few miles away. They had come to ensure her exile remained intact or terminated. Valari sensed them instantly. Neural resonance. She froze. "They found me," she told Caleb. He didn't flinch. "Then we deal with it." "You cannot. They are not human." He loaded his rifle. "Neither are you. And I still saved you, didn't I?" The confrontation was brief. 3 Thrin agents. Armored. Merciless. They offered her one final chance: return, submit, or be erased. Valari stepped between them and Caleb. "No," she said. "I have learned something you never will. That mercy is not weakness. That emotion is not a flaw. And that humanity is a strength beyond calculation." They raised their weapons. She moved faster. With skills honed in war and a heart reborn in peace, Valari dismantled them not to kill, but to disable. She left them broken in the snow, their pride shattered more than their bodies. Later, beside the fire again, Caleb handed her a cup of coffee. "So what now?" Valari looked outside at the stars. "I think I stay," she said softly. "There is more to learn here." He grinned. "Told you we weren't so bad." "No," she smiled, truly smiled, for the first time in her life. "You are extraordinary."